Right, we're back again at Cambridge United for the last pre-season game of the 2019 summer. What can Town do today? Can we see our first line-up of the season? It's all to come. Come on. Right, welcome back guys. So yeah, we're at Cambridge United today for the final pre-season friendly of the 2019 summer. We're just in the starting lineup, so Andy, if you could just fill me in with that. Can you remember who was in it?
Bailey Clements, that's all I can remember.
Holy, Donatian, Clements, Guthrie.
Yeah.
There you got the rest of it now, go on, get it out.
Flynn Downs, Coskews, Kane Jackson, Norwood, Danny Rowe, Andre Dazelle.
So apart from one or two there, I'd probably say Guthrie and Clements. That would potentially be the starting lineup for the start of the season. We'll go to you, Tom, first.
I 100% agree, yeah. Maybe Ken Locke in for Clements and... who's the other one? Guthrie. Well, I mean, we need a senior centre-half to play the first game of the season, so possibly, if he plays well, signs a contract this week, he could possibly start at Burton. But
we're looking for one or two, aren't we? You seen that, Andy?
Yeah, I've seen a few names chucked around, but I think most I've seen are 30 plus. I mean, it's good for experience, but are they just going to be a bit of a sick note player, can't get fit, which is not what we need really.
Potentially. No, I completely agree with that. But obviously, there's been a few talks of ins and outs this week, but obviously Dazelle's a big one. Let's start with you, Tom. What are your feelings about Dazelle?
Future of the club, really. You don't want players like that to leave. Lambert said it will take a lot of money for him to go. I wouldn't mind as much if another Premier League club came along. We don't want him to go to Norwich, last place for him to go. 5 million in this day and age, a bit cheap, isn't it really? I'd maybe double that.
For a player of his potential quality, I can't say I've seen Dazelle reach the heights that he can at the moment. Would you agree?
Yeah, you got to remember he hasn't actually played a full season at senior level. But this is what we do as a club. We bring through good players, and first club that comes in for them, we just sell them. Same with Connor Wickham. Tyron Mings is a bit different, but we sold him on. Same with Cresswell. And I mean, if we actually want to do something, we need to keep hold of these players.
Yeah. Obviously, another player that we've had interest in this week has obviously been Alan Judge, and QPR come with 2 bids that have been rejected, but Lambert's come out and said, look, we'll take 750, but they've obviously turned their backs and they don't want to be paying that amount of money. I'd say he's at least £1 million player. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. I would take anything less than £1 million for Judge. The bids that QPR came with are an absolute joke. I mean, 250k, 450k for somebody who signed a 2-year contract a couple of years ago, or a couple of months ago. You're crazy. Yeah. It's mental, isn't it, really? But a player of that quality, you just can't let go. No. You can't let go.
But like I said with Dazelle, I completely agree. I'd say Judge is probably in the same boot. Has he shone in an Ipswich shirt yet, Andy?
I mean, he's had a good couple of games, but I think the players are coming out now.
Players are coming out now, yeah. Okay, get a shot at that, Mike. Obviously a large crowd here today, 1,300 expected to be here. And obviously a crowd are in loud voice. Get the drums out as well. But obviously last chance to impress the manager, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Norwood's kind of already in for a starting position against Burton. And I think Holy as well. I mean, I'm kind of backing him to be number 1 this season. Yeah. And yeah, hopefully kick on.
We've seen a lot more of Holy than we have, but do you think that's probably testament to us maybe losing him at some point in the future?
Maybe, but I think obviously Lambert's had the whole of the second half of last season to see obviously what Bart can do. Holy's come in, so he's got to obviously see what he can do in the game time he's got, but it looks like he is going to start the season of Holy, especially evidence of today as well. But it's justified really. I mean, Bart's looked, I think his confidence has dropped quite a lot. For one reason or the other, could be personal reasons. And Holy's come in, hasn't really done anything wrong. But it's quite assured, comes out, punches balls away, catches crosses, what you need.
In terms of the squad that we're gonna pull out, like I said, one or two possible changes, but I'd like to see a few more players. And like El Mazzuni, has obviously been a very good player this summer. Who else could really push into that squad, do you think, Andy?
Danny Rowe.
Yeah.
Again, same as my comments for Collier. It's time for him to be in the starting 11 now and start contributing and giving a chance, really.
Yeah, definitely. So, obviously, other news this week, we just signed Dylan Crowe, right back, England under-17, under-18 international. How important is it to get players like that from our academy signed to deals?
Well, it's very important, especially nowadays when you've got clubs like Man City and that lurk around every single 15, 16-year-old possible to bring to our academy. So you have to do it at the earliest possible opportunity you can. Dylan Crowe's proved what he can do. He's played at multiple youth levels for England, hasn't he? Yeah. And you said earlier that he's won the Euros, haven't you, with England as well?
Yeah, I think he was in team with Dizelle maybe. And I mean, yes, it's a good sign. He could have gone abroad and we would have got no compensation at all. But it's good that we've got him tied down.
Yeah, good to get him on then. So, boys, score predictions for day. What have you got, Tom?
Well, I put 2-0 Town, Norwood and Rowe with the goals.
Yeah, and Andy?
4-0, clean sheet. Norwood, get 2.
So, Norwood to get 2. So, right, we've got our predictions in from Twitter. So, got Ben Moore here. 4-1, Norwood hat-trick and Jackson to score. Got Richard Moss, who's gone for 2-0, James Norwood and Jackson. We've got Paul Hedger, who's gone for 3-0, Norwood twice and El Mazzuni. We've got Kieran Bleasby, who's come out with quite a stark, kind of prediction. We've gone for a 1-0 Dizelle, celebrates by taking off his shirt to reveal a Norwich top. Away and lose it. Lambert throws a few punches and the match is abandoned. Twitter meltdown. I'd love to see that. Yeah, that would be quite entertaining. We've got Barry Smith going for a 4-1 to Ipswich, 2 Norwood goals, Rowe and Jackson. Ipswich to beat Cambridge 4-2, says ITF 3, Tricky, Norwood 2, Robertson Jackson. And obviously we've got a Cambridge United fan who thinks they're going to win 4-0 today. Keep dreaming, mate. What do you say to that one, mate?
Shove it up his arse.
And obviously, and the final word always goes to our boy Troy Farthing, 2-1 to us. Come on, you Blues.
Come on.
Right, yeah, I'm here with Loudon. Loudon, mate, you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah? You excited for today's game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Loudon's a big fan of the channel, so we're getting him on today and making sure he gets his predictions out there. But obviously, we were talking about James Norwood a minute ago. Do you reckon it's going to be a good play for us this season?
Yes.
Yeah. How many goals do you reckon he'll score today?
3.
Really? 3 goals. You heard it here first. In terms of Ipswich going up this season, mate, do you reckon we'll win the league?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Who have you got on the back of your shirt then? You got anyone? Nobody. It's leaving it blank for a legend, I think. Anyway, Loudon, thanks for having a chat, mate, and I'll get you on the channel, all right? Yeah. Cheers.
You'll always be scum! You'll always be scum! Fuck off, Milan! You'll always be scum! Someone's within a hula hand! Shit! It's not a hula hoop. Ref! What's my card? No one! No one! No one! If it's a striker, no one. The Zal decided to do the tricks. Bailey Clements, yes. Come on! Come on, keep going! And that's it. Oh! We get that Jackson now, haven't we? It's it! Ah! Down! Alright, alright! Jackson! Down. That's why you'll need to.
Right, I'm here with Troy at half time, mate. How do you think the game's going so far?
That's all right. It's not bad actually. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, that half. Yeah, good half, decent half.
Yeah.
Good chant and that everything. And I really great atmosphere and everything. Really, yeah.
We could have 3 or 4 goals in that first, I think, with Caden Jackson. I think Norwood's laying them off to Caden quite a lot. Do you think we need to score a few goals in the second half?
Yeah, I think we can. And certainly if they get in the right positions and as they carry on doing.
Yeah.
Just like following past really, just be really good. Yeah. But I think we can do it.
What do you make of Guthrie and Wolfenden at the back?
Well, Wolfenden, I thought a little bit dodgy to start with.
Yeah.
But he's coming on the game a bit. But Guthrie looks quite solid, to be fair. Yeah. So.
Do you think he'll be one of our signings this week?
Yeah. I think he might well be. Yeah, possibly. Hopefully, as I always say, hopefully we'll sign
2 defenders.
Yeah, and centre-back and striker.
And a striker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy's been predicting all summer 2 centre-backs and a striker, so hopefully this week. But Troy, you went for 2-1 for this game. What do you reckon the score will be at half-time?
Half-time is 0-0, isn't it?
You just killed me. He just killed me. No, I mean at full-time, you twat.
Okay, I'm 2-1 here. I think we'll still win 2-1.
All right, lovely job. Cheers, mate.
Oh no, it's that! Fucking the Zal! Oh yeah! Judge! There we go! At the corner. Hula pans at the corner. Hula pan. Okay. Let him shoot. Look at the hula hand. No! They took off Chad's bit. Come on, Chad! Pick out a judge! Yes, sexy goal! What's going on? You get the I know it. Scoot's not been choosing. Scoot's. He's it. GV8's there. GV8's not a problem. GV8. That's a corner. He's don't know where to go, does he? Where to go? Scoot's got the way. I think Down's headbutting him. We only get shit refs. We only get shit refs. Shit refs. We only get shit refs. Ipswich till I die. Ipswich till I die. I know I'm sure. Till I die. Ipswich till I die. Ipswich till I die. I know I'm sure.
Right, boys, 0-0. First of all, we'll start with Lou, mate. What did you make of that?
Well, very good, mate. I think the ref ruined it more than anything, and the lino. We had a few good chances. Could have scored one, and we did score the other. And I think they both should have been allowed, to be fair.
Yeah. I'm going to have him later. He purposely did that. I'm going to get him. Anyway, Mike, the pessimist, what do you make of that, mate?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Nice sort of result, that. 0-0.
Take the point.
Anything else to say?
Did we get a point out of that? No, it's a bit disappointing to see Flynn Downs react like that, to be honest. I can understand it, he was frustrated.
Yeah.
But
Dangerous
I don't
challenge.
know how long he's going to be out. He's going to miss the Burton game. He might get away with missing the...
You don't get any bans in pre-season.
Fine, isn't it? Just a fine.
Should fine.
Yeah. He'll be starting next week, mate. You happy with that, yeah? Mark, what about you, mate?
Good and bad. Like I said on Monday, this pre-season, take what you will from it.
Yeah.
I think definitely second half we saw 4-2-3-1, which worked a lot better than the diamond that we had in the first half. Judge to Norwood is really promising. I think the three instances we saw a header with a wonder save from their keeper. Then he set up Garbutt for that chance, and then obviously the disallowed goal. Didn't really see what the infringement was. Apparently it's handball according to Stuart Watson, but I don't know. But take what you will. Still unbeaten on English soil this season. If you take the positive of that, but roll on Burton really.
Yeah. And what about you, Peter? What did you make of it?
Another 90 minutes under the belt for a few of the players. Didn't take the chances which came our way. Couldn't see anything wrong with the Norwood goal. Disappointed with Downs with his sending off.
His conduct was really poor, to be fair, and we should expect better from our players, really, especially coming up to the first game of the season. But many would argue that he was goaded into that with a pure challenge. But in terms of Burton next week, are we ready? Lou, start with you, mate.
I'll take the win up there. I think we'll get 3-0.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think the squad will be all fit, everyone ready, and we'll take it to them. 4-0 today, yeah. That went well though, didn't it? So.
To be honest, we had chances, Mike, but how do you reckon we're gonna get on at Burton?
I think we'll do all right, because I think watching our defence today, I was a bit... We need a right back. We can't have Scouse at right back.
Yeah, to be honest, let's just talk about Scouse there at right back. A lot of us were a bit disappointed with his performance in general. But why is Emmanuel sitting on the bench when he could have come on?
I think his time's done. I think it's quite evident. If you've got a old Scouse 32-year-old centre mid playing at right back, when you've got, I think Donatian will start on against Burton, but that's probably one of the three that Lambert spoke about at the open day. Looking for that position to be filled, really, to be honest.
Yeah. Does Scouse look tired to you, Peter?
I wouldn't say sort of tired, but he's been pushed around in quite a few different places. I think come the start of the season you still need him in midfield just for that bit of experience if they've got so many of the younger lads around. He won't play every game this season, but he will be important to bring some of the younger lads on.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. In terms of man of the match then, boys, who are we going for? I'll give you 2 seconds to think about it.
Probably would have been Flynn Downs if it weren't for the headbutt. Flynn Downs up until the headbutt, but I think Bailey Clements had a very mature performance at left back. You know, considering this, he's not had a lot of football against sort of first team opposition. That was a really good sort of 90 minutes for him as well, which was a surprise as well.
Definitely. Any advances on Flynn Downs?
No.
I would say Flynn was probably a man of the match until he got his red card. I agree with Mark there. He was turning Houlihan inside out, weren't he?
Yeah, he's had one of the better pre-seasons of anyone, Flynn. So that was a disappointing thing. If there is any chance that he is going to get any suspension, so I'm hoping people have got it correct in thinking that he'll just get a fine or something. We need him on that pitch against Burton.
Definitely. Yeah. Just a quick word then for the trialists. Obviously, we've had two centre backs in. I always forget their names. Wilson and Guthrie. Yeah. I thought Guthrie played well on the left hand side, but Wilson looked strong in the second half. Any further opinions on that, Mike?
No, I thought Guthrie looked all right this first half. Solid. He held the defence and that well, and he looked like a natural defender. I thought he was a midfielder as well, but. We're playing a lot of players all out of bloody positions here.
Yeah. I think it's just testing what the squad can do, and I think he's got a pretty good idea of who's going to start next week. But in terms of the starting lineup for the first game of the season, I think we're going to be ready, aren't we? Don't you?
We have to be.
Definitely ready.
Yeah.
I think everyone's out there now, all played some time, had their time to play, prove themselves. I think he's got his starting 11, definitely.
All right. Well, we've got to go because security are goading us anyway. So
it's that bald one again.
leave Baldy alone, all right? Anyway, look, next week is the start of the season. Burton Albion away, and it's the first game of the season, boys. Who's going? You going, Lou?
Yeah,
you got.
Unfortunately, I'm the only one who's not going.
We're all going. Baldy's going as well. All right then. Until then, nobody's going to Peterborough. All right, we'll come in, mate. Yeah, cheers for that. Until then, come on, you Blues.
Come on!